Okay, so this is gonna be some out of the park baseball 15 gameplay, I guess. It's I'm looking to take the Cubs and make them a good team eventually. So that's the plan. So we look at I'm manager. Uh, so essentially, this game is just a baseball simulator, and you can do cool stuff like run a team, and it's really awesome. So we look at some of the team's top prospects: Baez, Bryant, Soler, Almora, who is down at single A. He's not showing up there, but he's down there. So we look at some of. Well, let's start by, because this game starts opening day, but that's just for Ranger or Diamondbacks and Dodgers because of the Australia games. So I didn't turn off cannot be fired or have that. Um, I can be fired basically. So if the Ricketts, the team owners, don't like how well I do with the Cubs, they can fire me, and then I have to find a new job. But for now, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to worry about rebuilding the team because the Cubs are in a state right now that they're not going to win this year, most likely. Oh, and I already have a trade proposal. This, see, we should play 500 ball. Don't count on that. Eric Chavez for Mike Olt and Albert Almora. No, that would not accomplish anything. You can see it's just Dodgers, Diamondbacks. Uh, Top 100 prospects: Masahiro Tanaka, Bogarts. The Cubs have Baez, number 9 overall. Let's see what other Cubs crack the top 100 prospects. There is Bryant, Chris Bryant at 15, Jorge Soler at 40, Gleyber Torres ranked really high in this game at 43. Eloy Jimenez, 17-year-old international prospect they signed last year for big money at number 61. Noel Mora, which is strange. He's ranked, I think, the 20th overall prospect in baseball right now, something in that area. And then on the pitching side of things, I only expect to see C.J. Edwards here on the pitching side. I don't expect, maybe not even, Dwayne Underwood at 76. I'm surprised. Eric Johnson. Oh, that would be a White Sox prospect. Yeah. No C.J. Edwards that I see, which is weird. In real life, he's a top 100 prospect. There's a pretty big consensus. This game is cool. There's all sorts of weird things a lot of data to look through. So you look at the minor league system rankings. The Cubs are third. It takes points by people in top 100. Just behind the Twins and Pirates. Well, just behind the Pirates, the Twins are far and above the top there. And then you can look at preseason predictions and what the Cubs are expected to do. They're expected to go 75 and 87. Honestly, that seems optimistic to me. But we'll see if there's any Cubs expected to be a top 10 hitter or pitcher. No, that's not a surprise. Willen Rosario. Justin Morneau. This game seems really like Colorado. So yeah, we'll skip forward to right before opening day here, or our opening day, before we do anything. Whoa, trade proposal from New York. It's for Kelly Johnson. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Let's got another trade proposal from the Cardinals for John Jay. I like John Jay, even though he's on the Cardinals, but I am not trading Michael and Gleyber Torres for him. So we're just gonna basically build this team and see how it works out. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm not taking Eric Chavez Diamondbacks. They're trying really hard to get rid of him. It's the second time they've tried to offer him to me. I'm gonna have to add some guys to the untouchable list here pretty soon, if they won't stop trying to trade for everybody. Okay, so let's look at the teams. So you can change all sorts of. You manage the whole team basically. It's a very in-depth game. Let's see, is there anyone on the big league roster I don't want here? Jose Veras, he was just released by the Cubs for sucking. We'll keep him here for now, though. See how that works out. A lot of trade pieces on this team, really. I don't know. This team I don't expect to compete, so it's going to be a sell-off here at the end of the year. You look at some of the top players. We got Castro. Rizzo's potential's really low, actually. It surprises me. But we have Castro, and then Alt even is in the 60s. So down at Iowa, can I automatically fill out the minor league? Yeah, ask AI to set up a complete minor league system. Oops. Only 25 guys at Iowa. But yeah, Baez, Alcantara is a top prospect. And then at AA, Tennessee, we got Bryant, Soler. Almora should be at high A Daytona, though. I don't want him at AA. Villanueva is a guy that probably should be at AAA because we got Bryant playing third here. We'll let Edwards pitch at AA because why not? We'll see how he develops. He's got good potential, so. And then, yes, the lower minors, Vogelbach, Almora. Jacob Hanneman is a guy the Cubs took, I think, in the second or third round last year, and he's a guy that I really like, even though the game doesn't seem to like him. Let's see, is there anybody on the DL? No major league players on the DL. Okay, cool. Oh wait, I lied. Fujikawa, McDonald, Arrieta. Is Arrieta already replaced on the? See, Arrieta's not even on the actual DL anymore. He's off, but we're gonna start with him on the DL apparently. We'll go to lineups. Bonifacio, Sweeney, Castro, Rizzo, Shields, Castillo, Albuena, Kalish. Yeah. Ask manager for all lineups. Yeah, it's no different, obviously. So, yeah, we'll go with it. We'll let that just kind of be things for now. Look at the rotation. Ooh. Jackson should not be starting over Samardzija. Samardzija, Jackson, Wood, Hamill, Villanueva. Yeah, that's about right. Until Arrieta comes back, Villanueva will probably be bumped. The bullpen has been pretty good for the Cubs in real life this year. We'll see how it works in the game. Is there anything else that I should be looking at before we get started? I don't think so. I think we're probably good to play in our first game against Pittsburgh. And we lost 5-1. So we'll skip through. Oh, well, we got a personal message from, looks like Edwin Jackson has a partially torn labrum in his first start of the year. So that sucks. Look at Jackson's, he pitched 5 2/3, wasn't pitching that well, but he's on the DL. So we will put him, place on disabled list. Let's see, he was out, what, 2 to 3 months, right? What did it say? 3 months. Okay, so we're gonna put him on the 60-day DL. And then we're gonna have to bring up a pitcher from AAA now. Somebody on the 40-man, preferably. Who do we have on the 40-man roster? Well, actually, we only have 29 out of 40 players on the 40-man roster. So, Chris Russin is a guy. He's actually probably the best choice we have. Russin. I call him Russin. So we'll throw him in there and we'll let him fill in for Jackson while he's out. The team's 5-7. Apparently we've been playing better as of late. Jake Arrieta is eligible to come off the DL. Excellent. So we will take Arrieta, and actually we're going to have to move Russin back to... Did he pitch at all for the Cubs? He's pitched... And, oh, that's not... He doesn't even pitch this year. So Russin came up and is immediately going back down without even throwing a ball. We'll move Arrieta to the active roster, and then we will slot him in the rotation. Justin Grimm. He's the guy that could be a starter for us at some point, but not right now. We will move Arrieta up there. Okay. So we'll go up to the end of April, and then we'll do a... Oh! Nate Eovaldi for the Marlins threw a perfect game. He's got an 0.69 ERA. This kid got a goofy-ass smile on his face. He's a guy that has really turned out for the Marlins in real life, too. He's doing a lot of good things, and that's partially why they're not terrible this year, is the pitching staff's really stepped up for him. Blue Jays have won 10 straight, and Milwaukee wants to give me Chris Davis from Michael and Gleyber Torres. Not that Chris Davis. The Chris Davis that's got a 501 OPS and a career OPS of... Oh, that's including minor league stats. Oh, well, actually, he's really good for them last year. But his OPS plus is 41 this year. I don't really want to give up Michael and Gleyber Torres for him. Matt Moore is going to miss 4 months for the Rays. That sucks. A torn labrum. Same thing Jackson has. Jackson's only going to miss 3 months, though. So we get that going for us at least. Oh, boy, of all people, Aaron Harang. Aaron Harang threw a perfect game, too, against the Reds. Alright. I guess it's possible. Carl Crawford has a 20-game hit streak. San Francisco wants to give us Pablo Sandoval for Jose Veras and Gleyber Torres. That's actually not a terrible trade. Got him as a first baseman this year, apparently. I don't really... He's a free agent at the end of the year, and I already have enough middle infield prospects, or just infield prospects in general. Yoenis Cespedes and $3 million for Emilio Bonifacio and Jorge Soler. Ooh, okay. That's a trade that I have to consider, because I love Cespedes. He's only 28. He's under team control for 4 more years. Oh, that's just total years when signed. For 2 more years. Okay. But he's a guy we could extend. I don't know that I want to trade Soler for him, though. Soler double A's hitting really well. He's actually playing for Tennessee, and like in real life, he's been injured all of the season so far. Bonifacio I don't really care about. He's a guy we could trade. He looks weird in his little picture. He's only got a 679 OPS right now. That's a trade we can negotiate. I'm not going to give up Soler, I think. Though. Well, actually... Cespedes is only, let's see what OSA says. Has him as 74. My scout says he's at 63. But this is tough. Do I really want to give up Jorge Soler is the question. Let's see. We would lose money on the deal, technically. I wonder if I could give up. What do they need? Shortstop, right field, and pitching. Eloy Jimenez. He's a guy that, only 17. I wonder if they would consider him. Probably not, because he's a bit farther away from the big leagues. He's not really a guy. They're looking for somebody that's going to be able to come up and contribute soon. Man. This is tough. I guess I can try to lowball him and give up just Jimenez, maybe. Oh, I have to move him. Maybe. Where'd Jimenez go? Did he disappear, or am I just stupid and blind? There he is. They don't like the deal. Huh. Maybe Almora. Every time I've played this game, Almora has never panned out to anything special. The numbers aren't great. For him, they're actually pretty good. He's playing a double A. I thought I moved you back down to single A. Whatever. He's putting up good numbers. I suppose I would be willing to trade him. And Billy Bean likes it. So apparently we are trading for you on a Cespedes. Alright. So that works. So now we have to go to the DFA page. Add Cespedes. Who did we take off? We took off Bonifacio. We should probably be good as far as. It's not fine. I don't know that I have to. Should I send down an outfielder now and then? Because we've got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 outfielders and 1, 2, 3, 4 real infielders, not counting Rizzo because he's not playing anything other than first base. How's Kalish doing for us? He's actually playing decently. How about Rusciano? He is terrible. He's 32. I'm thinking that Justin Ruggiano we're probably going to have to send down. What's Cespedes doing at the big league level? I didn't even look what he's doing this year. He's not playing great, but this through 27 games. I'm not going to put too much weight in it. Sample size there. I think we're going to send Ruggiano down and call up. I could call up Alcantara. Arismendi Alcantara. He's a guy that can play. He sort of profiles into a better hitting. I don't know quite what the. He's a good. He's the potential to be a good super utility guy. You look at he can play. Well, in this game he can only play the infield. In real life he does play a bit of the outfield. He's not hitting great at AAA. We're not going to call him up. Maybe Logan Watkins had a cup of coffee at the big leagues last year, and he's hitting decently at AAA, so what can he play? Second short. Ooh, wait, left and center. Okay, I think we're going to call up Logan Watkins then. And send down Ruggiano to AAA. I feel like that's good enough, right? So I'm probably just gonna do some simulating here, and then I'll get back to you. Actually, let's take a quick look at. We'll go just here. Let's look at Javier Baez and see what he's doing. AAA. It says his stock is rising. Oh wow. 305, 362, 619 numbers. So he's doing it again, unlike in real life where he's hitting. Not great. He's like over his last 19 with 10 strikeouts or something. Look at the walk rate and strikeout rate. Strikeouts are actually not great, but I mean, the walk rate's pretty decent for him anyway. We'll give him another month, and if he's still tearing it up like this, maybe he gets the call. Okay. So we're getting towards the end of May, and Baez is just one player of the week in the what league? The Pacific Coast League. Hit 429 on the year. He's at 12 home runs and a 292 average. So that's just more signs that he might be ready to come up soon. That's just something to keep an eye on. I'm not going to even look to bringing him up though until the second half of June at the earliest, because there's service time issues you have to think about. Plus, I just want to let him develop a little bit more, because the strikeouts, I haven't really looked if he's changed since the end of April, but I imagine the strikeout rate is probably still over 25%. Trade proposal from the Mets for Josh Satin. See, if it was just for Ruggiano, I would take the deal, just because what's he doing at AAA right now? He has an OPS under 800 at AAA. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep him around, but I'm not going to pay them 15 or 1.5 million for Josh Satin. That's not happening. James McDonald. Wow, I forgot he was ever on the Cubs, actually. I don't really intend on putting him at the major league level. So I think I don't even really want him at AAA. I don't really want him on the team in general. So we're going to waive him and designate him for assignment, because I'm not a big James McDonald fan. So he can just go ahead and get out of my organization. That's probably not good thinking, because I'm not a big fan of him. Jeff Samardzija has a finger blister, and he's day-to-day for about 2 weeks. Oh, that does not sound DL worthy. But 2 weeks is like an overall 57. He's pitching well this year. Not striking out as many guys, but that's okay. He's on pace for a 6.9 WAR. Wow. I guess the decision of whether or not I want to put him on the DL will come from whether or not there's somebody. See, this is the spirit of James McDonald getting me back for DFAing him, because now I could actually use him to pitch for 2 weeks. Do I have anybody pitching well enough at AAA to replace? Neil Ramirez is still down in AAA and doing very well, but only in 8 games. We'll let him just sit down there. He's only got an overall 20 right now. Chris Russin is pitching decently. What's his FIP? How does that look? 406, Okay. Kyle Hendricks, not a guy I really want to bring up yet. He's also pitching very poorly. So, Eric Jokic, Joel Pinheiro. He was actually just released by the Cubs, and he is not pitching well at AAA. I could probably just put Justin Graham in the rotation actually for a couple weeks and just give him like a test to see how well he's pitching there too. He's doing really well out of the bullpen. Maybe I'll bring up a bullpen arm like we're gonna give it to Neil Ramirez. We're gonna put Samardzija on the DL. 15 days. And then we will call up Neil Ramirez. Okay, with Samardzija out, we're gonna put in not Neil Ramirez, we're gonna put where'd he go? Justin Graham's already in the rotation. And Jake Arrieta's in the bullpen. What are you doing, Rick Renteria? Arrieta's pitching really poorly too. Jeez. Yikes. Okay. We'll put Neil Ramirez as a Varys. How's Varys pitching? He's got we'll just let Rick Renteria decide what he wants to do there, even though his decision making seems to be. I guess Arrieta was struggling anyway. We're gonna go up to the we won 5 straight. We're gonna go up to the draft, I think, and then I will stop it there. If Yoenis Cespedes is hurt, sprained ankle, 2 weeks. I'll put him on the DL. How's he playing? He's putting up a 700 OPS. He's making me look stupid. He's getting on base more than he did in Oakland, but he's hitting for a lot less power. So I guess we're just going to put Cespedes on the disabled list and call up, gosh, Coughlin maybe? How's he hitting? 571. And we're going to have to bring up Justin Reggiano. He's got an OPS, so he's brought the numbers up since I ridiculed him last. So we'll put him in the big league level, and Rick Renteria will take care of the lineups. That kind of sucks, though. I wish Cespedes was playing better. I traded for him. Oh, Ichiro was retiring at the end of the season. Okay, he's only hitting 219. That makes sense. But I was really hoping when I traded for Cespedes, he was going to play well, so it wouldn't look dumb. Okay, so I have to assign McDonald. We're just going to put him at AAA and stash him there. I don't really know why I even DFA'd him. I mean, I had 10 more spots on the 40-man roster to have open spots I should fill very soon. But oh well, it happens. Tomorrow is the draft. Okay. So we're just gonna delete these. And then, so there's some of the top draft prospects right now. We're gonna go through, I'll do maybe 5 rounds of the draft and then probably auto do the rest of it because whatever. We got the 4th overall pick. Look at some of the top prospects. I would like to see, this is our scouting directors. We got Brady Aiken at the top. We'll see if he's still there when we'll go up until our next pick. Oh, Aiken is still there. So naturally that's the guy I want to go after, I think. Hopes has got him at an 80. Our scouting director has him as a 76. He's asking for a lot of money, but you know what? It's Brady Aiken. He went 1st overall this last year. He's a guy that might be able to sign with us. Yeah, I'm taking Brady Aiken. I wonder why Grant Holmes is still there. There's another pitcher. He's got a potential of 76. It's not giving me the signability. He's got good. Oh, I should show status. Signability extremely hard. Well, then maybe that's why he's not looking to. A lot of pitchers that profile as relievers. Dylan Cease. He's a guy we could pick up. I'd like to get a bat, though. I mean, I know you don't draft for need, but catcher Jackson Reitz. He's a guy that's looking for slot, but he's an extremely hard sign. Go figure. I think we might as well just take the top. Oh, I didn't see this guy, Patrick Mahomes. Extremely hard signability. Cease is a guy that's got normal signability. Ooh, yeah. Dory's only got him at a 63 potential. So maybe we'll look. We'll just go down the list. See, it's our scouting director recommends Montrell Marshall. Tell me about Montrell Marshall. He's extremely hard sign, and he's only got. Why would you recommend me draft him? That's a terrible recommendation. Grant Hawken, Brandon Murray, Scott Blewett. That's an excellent name. I kind of want to draft him just for that name. But I'm not going to. He's got extremely hard signability. Is there anybody that I can sign? Very easy sign. Justin Smith. See, we're going to have to go over slot to get Brady Aiken. And because of how much money he wants. So for the second round, I would rather not go spending tons of money. Dory. Tyler McGill. See, everyone's got extremely hard signability. He seems like all the guys that I'm not going to be able to sign. And I already looked at Dylan Cease. He's got normal. I think we're going to take Dylan Cease. Just because of, where'd he go? Here. He's only looking for slot. He's not going to be that tough a sign. I'm going to draft him off of a slot. I'm going to our next pick. Yeah, see, we got guys like. We're going to go off of our scouting director's ratings here. I already looked at these guys, and they're all tough signs. I need a bat. I need to take a good bat here. And it looks like the top bat available. Oh, pictures. The top bat available is. He just doesn't like. Okay, we're going to go off of Osa. Because. And they still got all pitchers at the top. Wow, there are no good bats left. The top bat looks like Alex Verdugo. And he's an extremely hard sign. His overalls. There's potential. So he peaks out at 46. So it looks like we're going to the mound again. And we're going to take extremely hard. Extremely hard. But he's only looking for slot. Osa's got him highly rated. Our scout doesn't, though. You're looking for slot, but you're extremely hard to sign. And there's very little correlation between what our scout says and what Osa says. They don't seem to agree very much. See, Osa's got him at 60. Oh, well. Bivens is a very easy sign. He's a guy that both Osa and Dory seem to like. So we'll try Blake Bivens. Another pitcher. And he's only looking for slot, right? Yeah. confirm slot. Cool. That's what 3 rounds we've done. Very little has changed at the top because these are all... Oh, I didn't even notice this with injury. Fragile. Okay, we're going to try not to draft anyone fragile, and hopefully I didn't already draft any fragile guys. Does it tell me? No. Yeah, all these guys we've already looked at. They're not going to be signing. Who was fragile? Teeny. Brad Wegman's an easy sign. Osa likes him, likes his changeup a lot. I think that we're just going to let the game, we're going to let it auto-draft the rest. And we will end it there. So I will see you next time. And we will try to sign some of the draft picks and probably at least go up to the deadline in the next episode. So hope you liked it. If you have any suggestions or want me to stop embarrassing myself and stop doing this or anything I need to fix, just let me know in the comments, please, if you're even watching this. And yeah, talk to you later.